Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here. Yes, do not be fooled. This is not an April Fool's joke. I am actually building a house and recording a speed build in The Sims 4. Can we please just take a moment to let that sink in? Okay, so now that shock is out of your system, I'm gonna quickly talk about my channel sponsor, Elgato. Elgato make products that help me every single day as a content creator here on YouTube and Twitch. I have a link in my description where you guys can go check out all the cool gadgets that they make. So please go check them out. They are saving my butt with the amount of pre-recording that I am currently doing for whilst I am away in Vegas next week. And speaking of pre-recording, I tried yesterday to actually build this house. It did not go the way that I wanted to whatsoever. If you're a content creator or you make videos, sometimes you just roll out of bed on the wrong side and everything feels like it's working against you. It's either your technology or it's your game. There's always something that you are not happy with on those days, and I spent about 3 to 4 hours building a house. I should have known it wasn't gonna end up great by the amount of time that I actually took on it. I just should have known that it wasn't working out. So I came back again today. I was feeling much better in myself and I decided I was actually gonna sit down and build this house. So I had you guys vote recently over on my YouTube community page as to where you wanted my new Let's Play to be set. If you don't know, I am planning on doing a Generations type scenario in The Sims 4, but without actually having an official Generations pack. I mean, we have Parenthood, but it's no Generations. But I really want to focus on family gameplay. I want to tell some stories using a family because I haven't played with toddlers and kids and teens thoroughly in such a long time, and I really do miss it. And I also really miss having in-depth stories and kind of just enjoying the game for what it is and taking my time with the gameplay. And although challenges are fun, I feel like you can't really get that element of The Sims out of a challenge. So this is the house that I've decided to go with. I know that Brindleton Bay actually won the poll, and I'm so apologetic to you guys who wanted this based in Brindleton Bay, but seasons had already taken place in Brindleton Bay, and that was kind of a family Let's Play as well, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. And honestly, I feel like the runner-up, Windenburg, really fit this family and where I wanted to take their stories a little bit more than Brindleton Bay did. That's not to say that we might not move worlds in the future. I might have them move to Willow Creek, I might have them move to Oasis Springs, I might have them move to Brindleton Bay. I really cannot call where these lot are gonna be living, but I wanted to start their story in Brindleton. Not in Brindleton, in Windenburg. Oh my goodness, I am just rubbing salt into the wound of those of you who wanted me to play in Brindleton Bay. So I really do want to apologize for kind of letting you guys vote and then not going with the winning one, but my heart, something in me was just telling me that Windenburg was a better choice for the family that I have decided to play with. So I decided to go with Windenburg. I listened to my gut, and this is their kind of a starter home. It's not really a family home, I wouldn't call it. It currently has 3 bedrooms, as you can see from the plan, but I soon decided that the 3 bedrooms wasn't going to work because I kind of forgot to stick a back door in there, and because this is a family gameplay, I obviously wanted a back garden and things like that. Although I don't really cover much of the gardening or the landscaping in this video, just because I decided to do that off screen with a little less added pressure. But I'm actually super proud of this house. You guys, if you know me at all or have been watching my channel for like numerous years now, I don't do builds very often, and it's because I'm not very confident in it, especially if I'm recording or live streaming them. I just really feel like I'm under a lot of pressure, and I mean, this took me a good 2 hours to build this house, and it is pretty much just a starter home. And I know people that can like whack out houses, like starter homes, in a good 10-15 minutes. This is obviously super sped up, so it's about 15 minutes for a video, but it genuinely took me about 2 hours. And having that pressure of building, I don't know what it does to me. I can't build anyway, and then the added pressure just makes me so nervous, and I'm like, this is terrible, I hate it, like I just want to delete it all, which is exactly what I did yesterday. Like I said, I spent 2 hours on it, I hated it, and then I bulldozed a lot without even saving it, because I was like, this is disgusting, and I don't want any of my Sims living here. I'm not going to be happy if I start a Let's Play and my Sims live here. So I'm much happier with this house, I have to say. I think it actually looks really good. I took a risk. I even did a double height foundation, which, hello, little Simsy, are you proud of me? I'm honestly like shocked that I even managed to do that. I do have to hold my hands up and say it was a complete fluke, because I accidentally deleted the flooring of this room, and then I was like, wait, split level foundation, that's a thing that could make this house more interesting. So I decided to put in a split level between the living room and the kitchen. I was really struggling to figure out what I wanted to do with this living room. It is quite a small house, I will say it. I mean, I haven't play tested it, so fingers crossed this works. But basically, the family that I am starting this Let's Play off with, it is a couple and then their toddler. So they only have one toddler at the moment. Obviously, I do want this to be like a generations type thingy. One of them actually has the aspiration for big happy family, which in The Sims 4, I'm not really sure what that means. I think they have to have grandkids. I don't know if we're gonna get to grandkids in this LP, but I do want to really focus on their kids. So they start off with one, which is why this house isn't very big. I mean, we do live on quite a big plot of land though, so I can definitely expand, hopefully, if I can build, or I can download a bigger house off the gallery and then do the interior, which is actually what I was planning to do with this house. But then I just thought, screw it, I'm gonna build my own. I want to build my own house, and I want to be proud of it, and I want to play this Let's Play in a house that I've built and just feel super duper proud. And I do feel proud. Like, I would live in this house. It is kind of mismatched. I know some of you are gonna say those things do not go together, but that's kind of how I wanted it to be. These are quite a young couple, and I wanted them to like find antique furniture to put in their home and just have it a little bit of like not a misshape, but kind of just a little bit messy. There is kind of a yellow theme that runs through the house that was actually inspired by the stained glass, which I'm looking at that window now that's in the spare bedroom, and I really want to add that stained glass window back in. This is where I kind of realized in the build that I didn't have a back door, and I was originally going to expand the living room and the kitchen and then hopefully fit a back door into the kitchen, but unfortunately that really wasn't gonna work, because then I would have had to add a second pair of stairs and it just looked a little messy, and then it would have taken too much space away from the kitchen, which was already quite small. So I just decided to delete the third bedroom. I really want to put that stained glass window back in. I actually removed it, but I think it adds so much character to the house, and it actually matches the one on the front door, which also has a little bit of yellow and blue with it. So those yellow and blue tones kind of run through the whole house, all inspired by a little bit of stained glass. Hello, I should be an interior designer. I am sticking to a theme and running with it, and I love it. The only issue with this like whole rejig was the fact that I hadn't planned on what to put in the hallway, because obviously the hallway was going to be a lot smaller originally, so I just had to find like pieces of furniture. I maybe wanted an office because one of these guys is actually in the military career. I haven't decided what the other is in, unfortunately. I haven't even created him yet, so hopefully I can get something sorted. I also didn't have a dining room or any place to put a dining room, so I was gonna put it in the middle of like the living room, kind of just like haphazardly placed, but I decided to move the plant from the corner, place a little square table in and 2 chairs, and then we also have the breakfast bar in the kitchen. So there are like a number of places to sit down. I obviously didn't add in a baby chair because they are hell, and I don't know if they're still glitchy and if your parents like always just decide to put a toddler in there, but the last time I used it, it was super glitchy, so I never ever use high chairs in The Sims 4. I know whenever I build with a toddler, everyone's like, why don't you have a high chair? I'm like, guys, I cannot deal with them. Last time I tried to use one, my sim just constantly like picked up the baby, put it in the high chair, picked it back up off the high chair whilst it was trying to eat. I don't even know what was happening, but it was like musical chairs with a child. I did my base game mirror cheat that I love to do. I think that comes from, and I actually saw a tweet about this the other day, but the IKEA wave mirror that everyone and their mother seem to have at one point in their life. I had that in my bedroom. I actually had 2 of them, and we never got around to putting them up on my wall. They just constantly like leant against my wall, 2 of them, which very unsafe in a child's bedroom. I mean, I was like 11, but still kind of unsafe, so I probably should have brought that up with my parents, but I think they trusted me enough until one day it actually fell on me and my niece, I think it was, and smashed everywhere. Luckily nobody got hurt, but I think that's why I like to add those 2 mirrors in. I do it in quite a lot of houses that I build, and don't get me wrong, I don't build that many, so it pretty much is a staple of any house build that I do. As I'm watching this build back though, I'm still thinking about that stained glass window, and I might do something crazy and I might place it inside. I know, a window from room to room, but I think it could actually look really cool in the hallway connected to the kitchen. So I might do that and see how it looks. Window placement inside. I really am getting crazy in this build. There's a split level foundation and I'm doing a window on the inside. Who is she? Is she a builder now? Should I change my name to the English Builder? I think I should, because honestly, I am coming for every simmer who does speed builds. I'm about to come for your brand, you know? This is my new calling in life. I mean, if you guys would like to see more build videos on the channel, then please do let me know. I might start off with like tiny builds, although I feel like you have to be super creative for those, so maybe I won't do tiny builds. Maybe I'll do like starter homes. Maybe I'll do a starter home series. But if you would like to see more and you enjoyed this video, then definitely let me know, and I'm gonna gonna try my best because I do want to get better at building. I've been saying this for years now, but I think it's time that I actually step up to the plate and work on it. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm just finishing off the toddler room. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this wasn't insufferable and that you managed to make your way through it. Like I said, I did work on a little bit of the landscaping and stuff off screen just to make this house a bit more playable and a bit nicer to look at. So if you want to see it in depth, make sure you check out the channel on Sunday where I'm gonna have the first part of this Let's Play up. You'll see the house in depth. I'll give you guys like a house tour and stuff, and then it should be a finished product by that point. I'm really excited for this Let's Play. I've downloaded loads of mods to make it super interesting, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye guys!